MegaMan and Bass for the Super Nintendo was released in Japan in 1998 as a spin-off to the main Mega Man series. It wasn't released worldwide. We did however get a Game Boy Advance release in 2003. In this video I'm playing the English patched version on Super Nintendo. Graphically it looks amazing, but it does draw criticism for its often unforgiving difficulty and complex boss battles. It's certainly one of the most challenging Mega Man games I've ever played. In this video I'll be commentating my latest playthrough of the King's Tower, which will hopefully help those trying to tame this beast of a game. You can play as either Mega Man or Bass, but in this video I'm only using Mega Man. When I pause you'll notice I've purchased some items with my screws, the most important being Super Armor, which reduces damage, Eddie, which drops random items, kind of like Rush Health in Mega Man 8, there's no E-Tanks in this game, High Speed Charge, which charges your Mega Buster more quickly, Beat, which gives you a shield, but by far the most important item I've got is the Auto Recover, which gives you back health when you're standing still. You're going to need that. On that bridge there was a gap, you have to jump over just below the ladder, or you'll fall down. This part's pretty straightforward, just take your time, work your way up. Most of these enemies can be beaten with a Mega Buster anyway. In this section you can slide quickly to get past the caterpillars. I don't know how to get past this caterpillar without taking damage, but luckily it doesn't do that much damage anyway. In this section the platforms move down and up, you've got to be really quick or them spikes are going to kill you. And then these monkey enemies you can just shoot. You can also kill the ball that comes towards you. Our favourite blocks are here, you just got to be quick and slide at the end. And in this section just go down the bottom, you don't need to go down the top or the middle, there's nothing there. Another monkey enemy with a ball. Again, you can shoot the balls out, they don't really do that much damage anyway. In this section you stand by the ladder, the spikes won't get you, so you can take your time and jump and shoot the monkey without taking any damage. To kill these enemies you've got to shoot the bottom and the top one. I normally just use the wave burner, it's quicker and you can get both pretty quickly. Again, another straightforward section, just work your way up the conveyor belts. There's nothing that can kill you instantly here, so you're pretty safe. As levels go, this is pretty tame. These enemies again, we can just wave burn of them to get rid of them. And then in this section, you're going to slide into the junk piles. This one's fine, there's nothing at the bottom, but the next one there's spikes at the bottom, so keep jumping so you don't get hit. Here, if you time it right, you can jump and shoot him from the bottom. It's a little bit awkward to get him, but it does work. Just to shoot right at the top of the jump, which is easier said than done, but it does work. In this room, when you jump past the slime, it will kind of make you go down faster. So you have to time your jumps right and Yeah, this jump's not too bad anyway, because it's quite low down. But you'll see when I jump down, it will try and push me down the hole. So that one's fine. This one also, you can time it to not hit the enemy at the bottom, but it doesn't really matter. You're not going to fall down, hopefully. This one can be awkward if you get hit by the slime at the bottom after jumping. You'll be knocked down the hole, so I normally just kill the enemy with a thunder, lightning bolt, whatever it's called. This one, however, I don't think you can make the jump by just jumping normally, so I normally just put an ice block there and then jump off of that, so I've got a little bit more height, and then you'll make it across. These take a lot of damage to kill, but you can just do it with Burp Buster, it's fine. And then we're on to the first King Tower boss. So in this fight, you've got to stand on the pulley until the penguin is lifted out of the hole and his head appears, and you've got to shoot him in the head. The monkey sometimes comes at the top and throws balls at you. If you shoot him a few times, he'll disappear after slapping his ass. You'll see here, I'm charging up the Mega Buster, letting the pulley go down and then releasing the shot just at the last second before hitting the lava. Don't touch the lava, it will kill you in one. You can see it's quite tricky to hit him. So to let that shot off right at the last second before hitting the lava. Once you get a feel for it, it's not too bad. A word of warning now, if you kill the enemy penguin and you're still on that platform on the left, you're going to fall in the lava and die. So when he's got like no health left, make sure you jump to the middle platform after shooting. It's going to take one more hit now, so I need to jump to the middle platform after shooting him in the head or I'll die. I have one with health as well, so this is cutting it pretty close. But it worked, and I jumped to the middle to safety. And that's the end of King Tower level 1. That's the easiest tower. Wait till you see number 2. It's a nightmare. King Tower level 2. If you're going to rage quit from this game, it'll be on this stage. There's not 1, not 2, but 3 difficult bosses. So prepare yourself. Not much to say here, it's a standard platformer, nothing too complicated. Work your way up, you'll be fine. I normally ignore the D items on the right, not normally worth it. I'll just go up the left and then jump across. Remember, if you're ever low on health and you're a bit worried about the next section, you could always stand still and use your auto recover to get your health back. fact, I'm going to do it here, I think. You can use ice wall to get rid of this enemy on the floor. You're also going to need the ice wall to get onto the platform above. Because there's going to be a boss through this door, I'm also going to, you know, stand around and get some health back again using the auto recover, which is an awesome item. Make sure you've got it. And then we can move on to the boss. So there's going to be a tank enemy here. It's like a mini boss. And you have to destroy the various parts on it using different weapons. The front of the tank, there's going to be a red light which fires like machine gun bolts at you. You have to use your bomb to kill that. I think that's the first thing I normally go for. Yeah, arm mines. Fire it at it and then just shoot it. Trigger it. You repeat this a few times every time it opens, and eventually that weapon will be disabled. Stay down the bottom where possible, otherwise the tank might ram you. When the bot mines fall from the sky, run around because they do get you through the platform. And that's that weapon disabled. Top turret which launches those mines. You can also use the arm mines to destroy. You can also use your thunder weapon. But next I'm going to hit the hatch at the back where these enemies come out. You want to use your copy vision. Just fire it at the top of the platform and run down to safety. And with 2 copy visions, that hatch is disabled. Next we have to kill the top turret. So I'm going to use Thunderbolt a few times here. So when it praises, I'm going to use the Thunderbolt weapon and do some damage. You notice I got quite a few Thunderbolts out of that. I believe I'm using the Energy Saver item, which is another good item to have. It means you can use your items, your weapons more often without running out of charge. So next part of the same level. Another little platform bit. You can get some of your weapon energy and health energy back here. There's always a life there which you can get with the magic card. Make sure you get it because if you do die on the next boss, you can pretty much have unlimited tries. In this section, make sure you kill the mine that pops up before you jump over or you'll fall down the hole. Same again here. Those enemies keep respawning, so be quick as possible. It's another good spot to farm items if you need them. Destroy that with a burner. Keep progressing up the platforms. And this is where the second boss will appear. I recommend getting copy vision out here, and probably the energy saver as well, because you're going to need it quite a few times. The level's going to scroll, you've got to keep jumping on these platforms. And eventually the boss will appear, and you just want to fire copy vision so it shoots at the ship. You'll see here you're aiming for the little dome inside. The ship fires fists at you. If you shoot them, you can destroy them before they push away your platforms. If they do destroy one of your platforms, it can make it really tricky, and you probably fall to your death. Sometimes items will appear in bubbles. There's some health items and energy weapons, but there's also those lantern things, and it'll make the screen go white. So you've kind of just got to guess where the platform is and keep jumping. Really tricky on the first try anyway. As you see though, copy vision means you can focus on the platforms more than the actual shooting of the enemy, so definitely use copy vision here. This makes it easier. Pretty sure I was shaken by the end of this boss the first try. It's definitely a tricky one. And he's dead. Don't stop jumping though, you've got to keep jumping to the end until you get to safety. If you die now, you have to do it again. And relax. Now to the third part. If you do run out of lives, you'll have to do all those bosses again, because there's no like level checkpoints. So keep at it. I'm just recovering some of my life before I go any further, so I don't die and have to do it again. Jump on the ice block to get across the spikes. Those ice blocks I think are in MegaMan 8. A lot of elements in this from MegaMan 8. That chest is an enemy. If you shoot it, it will turn into a monster. A mimic. Anyway, you can just jump on it and avoid it. This one you can't avoid, you have to kill. See, I triggered it and jumped down because I was getting swarmed by enemies. I'll kill it this time. Or not. I wouldn't worry too much about losing health here because you can always auto-recover it when needed. Anywho, you're going to need the drill here to get this block. And then you're going to need the ice wall to slide across and jump. This one can be tricky. Try to stand on the left of the ice wall and jump at the last second. I ice walled there to kill the enemy that was on the ground. One of those portal crocodile enemy things. This chest is an item, don't worry about it. And then you get some more items to recharge your weapons, and you're on to the third and final boss, which has 3 parts. You'll be happy to learn. So you're fighting King here. The first part, my biggest advice is do not shoot the shield. Do not shoot him at all. Just stand there. You only have to last 3 rounds before getting onto the second part. So you're just going to be avoiding these X symbols. Jump, dump, slide, jump, slide. It's the pattern. Just try and stay alive as long as possible. And I'd recommend putting on the auto recover item, because you're going to be standing still quite a lot. So yeah, we're just jumping again, slide, I missed it, jump, slide. Repeat, do not shoot the shield, because he'll fire a laser at you and you can't avoid it. Again, avoiding the weapon, and then it will trigger a cutscene. That's the first part of the boss done. You also notice that while auto recover is on, even though there's dialogue, you're still recovering health, so you can get back to full health before the second part of the boss. Very handy. I'm now back at full health, thanks to the cutscenes. Once Proto Man's done his stuff, you're going to be fighting King again. This time you're going to need your lightning weapon out. Probably a good time to also switch to your energy saver so you can have more shots of the lightning bolt weapon. So when you trigger your weapon, you're invulnerable for a moment. So if you stand in the middle and let him run past you and fire it, you're going to stun him and damage him, and you're not going to take any damage either. Just keep repeating this until he's dead. As long as you've got the energy saver on, you should have enough ammo to do it. Notice I'm not taking any damage from him right now. And that's the second part done. No damage. Once Proto Man's safe, Dr. Wily's going to reveal himself as the baddie behind all this. Of course, who else? And then Dr. Wily's going to give King a Megazord. Pretty much. You're going to be fighting that tank thing again, with King inside it. So I'm going to be using the energy saver, so I've got more shots of my weapons. And like before, you're going to be taking out various weapons on the big tank. But you actually damage it by hitting the pod at the top. You'll see what I mean. So the tank has a few different attacks. It will charge you. If you're in the bottom left or on the platform, you're safe. So you can ignore the charge. When he drops these missile things from the sky, stand under the platform and you'll be safe. There was the charge. I was safe in the corner. Safe again. To damage him, we've got to jump on the platform, do a jump and release a Mega Buster like that into the dome at the top. That's the only way to damage him. These bullets that come towards you slowly are like homing shots, so I normally just use the flame weapon to kill them to avoid taking damage. Dropping some more mines on my head. You can hide and be safe. The crystal on his chest. Now this one you want to take out of an R mine, like that, to avoid him firing it. If he does fire that crystal weapon, you can't avoid it and you will take damage. You can use Beat Shield to protect yourself, but if you can destroy the crystal first, you'll be safer. There's the crystal again. I'm going to get the mine out and take it out before it fires at me. There's a charge. This is my chance to jump up and do some damage. Hopefully no, I missed both of those times. You have to hit him right on the dome. It can be tricky. And there's them homing shots being annoying. I should have flame weaponed them to get rid of them. Right, crystal's charging. Shoot it. Take it out. I was trying to be clever with copy vision then. If you miss, then it's a waste. Probably best to use Mega Buster because it's a larger shot. There's the Mega Buster, and there's the mine for the crystal in his chest before he fires. Wave burn of those. Pretty low on energy here. I use Eddie to get some health back, hopefully. I've got 1 health pickup. Yeah, looking pretty sketchy, but it's still doable. And I've got some more health back there. And we can return to busting. It's actually pretty difficult to jump on that platform. You have to time it just right as well, which makes it even more difficult. But yeah, it's doable. Just keep at it. Deal with the threats as they arrive. If you miss, it can be a little bit frustrating getting up and down that platform, but you just got to keep at it. It's the only way to damage him. At this point, it is quite low on health. I just used the lightning bolt to take a little bit more health off of the robot. And then back to Mega Buster. You see Mega Buster does more damage than any other weapon. One more hit. One more hit without taking damage. Remember, there's no E-tanks in this game, which does make boss fights a little bit more difficult. And there we go. We got him. The tank is exploding. And that's the end of the tower level 2. That was a long level. Very hard level. Very few checkpoints. And yeah, if you die at any point, run out of continues, you have to do it all again. So on to the last King Tower level, King Tower level 3. Remember the boss gauntlets from the old Mega Man games? This one's slightly different, because it gives you a specific order to do the bosses. You don't pick which one you do. So you start with Cold Man. I usually just use Mega Buster against him. Shoot, jump, and jump over that again. I think Cold Man's one of the easiest Robot Masters to defeat. His pattern's pretty predictable, and you only have to use Mega Buster to kill him. As he jumps closer, he'll start firing these clouds. Take the cloud out first, stand by the edge, and jump once to jump over the ice shard. Notice how his animation goes before I fire off that Mega Buster shot at him. He kind of changes his stance, and that's when to release it. Now. Now, pretty straightforward. And remember, after all these bosses, if you are short on health, just switch to your auto recover, get your health back before moving on, just to make sure you're at full health before each boss fight. These blocks have two patterns. Make sure you get the one where the block appears on the right hand side. So now would be a bad time to jump. We could jump on this pattern, jump to the one on the right, and jump up the ladder. Here we can use Ice Wall to make it a little bit more easy. It's not easy, but a little bit more easier. So I'm going to wait until the top block appears and then use Ice Wall to jump onto it. And then I'm going to jump on this long line until it gets to the ladder. Here you probably want to take the cloud out first and then focus on the right horn. I don't know what it's called. I call it right horn. Get all your health back, and then you go on to the next boss, which I believe is Astro Man. Use my energy saver, and I'm going to switch the magic card. Just use magic card whenever he comes near you or above you. I believe Astro Man was in MegaMan 8. He's a lot easier there because of the end. You can basically just spam him. A little bit more tricky in this one. He's quite quick. Couple more hits. He's dead. You'll see I have no health, so I'm going to use auto recover to recover all my health before moving on. Next section. There is a checkpoint after each section, by the way, so if you do die on a Robot Master, you'll go to the previous point. You won't have to do all the robots again unless you run out of continues. In this section you need Ice Wall to get over the spikes. Jump onto here. Do another Ice Wall, jump onto it, jump onto here. From here you can jump onto the other platform fine. There's a life at the bottom if you need it. You have to use another Ice Wall. I left it, I didn't want it. Recover any health, and move on to the next Robot Master. I believe it's Dynamo Man next. Yup. So when I fight Dynamo Man, I start with a Mega Buster and shield. Do a little bit of damage to him that way. Can jump most of attacks, shoot that, slide into this one, then shoot again, and you'll be alright. Just jump on over him as he charges. Got pretty lucky with this pattern. Those are the easiest ones to avoid with all these attacks. And now you need to get copy vision out. Fire one on one side, go to the other side quickly and take out the other side before he recharges all his health. And then you can use copy vision to kill him. Copy vision attracts those green orbs most of the time. They miss there, but normally it attracts those green orbs to stop this lightning attack, which is very handy. Do need my energy saver so I can do more copy visions. There we go. It sucked in the attack. And that's Dynamo Man finished. Recover my health and move on. Alright, next is Pirate Man. This section's pretty easy. These enemies can be defeated pretty easily with a Mega Buster. Nothing challenging here. Charge it before dropping down here to kill the two squids, and then recharge any weapon energy you need. You'll be using Wave Burner for this, and the Energy Saver, so you get more shots. Pirate Man's pretty weak. You can kill him pretty quickly with the Wave Burner, as you can see. But yeah, recover your health when you're done, and then move on to the next section. You're still underwater, so you can jump high, jump across there, slide under the spikes, then jump to the next platform. Get some weapon energy back here, and health by sliding. You might take a hit, but the weapon energy is worth it, so take it for sure. Through that door we're going to face Burner Man, and he's probably my least favourite boss. He's definitely the one I find hardest to beat. Looks like on this run I took the special shield to reduce damage and started with Mega Buster. I find the best way to deal with him is to use Mega Buster at first, stand at the edge and try and avoid attacks, and when he starts using his flame, switch the ice wall and push him off. So I put my shield up, Mega Buster, stand at the edge, get as many hits as I can, and then when he does that, get the ice wall and push him to his death. I did it pretty quickly on this run. I was pretty happy with that. Refilled my health. In this section, you just have to avoid that giant round coin thing. I don't know what it is. It kind of jumps to where you are sometimes, so you can kind of make it destroy the platforms below where you want. There'll be health items and energy weapons, energy pickups as you go down. Just keep avoiding him. You don't have to kill him. eventually he'll open up a door on the right. And then we face the next boss. This is Magic Man, I believe. So I'm going to take the sword weapon, I can't remember what it's called, and the energy saver, and just try and slash him. He steals your health if he hits you with that weapon. I wasn't doing a very good job of avoiding him. I was just trying to slash him as fast as possible. The slash does quite a lot of damage to him, so you can make short work of him. I got lucky on that run. I probably could have done a better job at avoiding his projectiles. Never mind, I got the auto recover, got all my health back, and moved on. If you need any of these items, the health or the energy weapons, you can use Magic Card to grab them. This platform here, the walk, there's 2 holes in it you have to jump over or you'll fall down to the platform below. There's one of the holes. Which I fell for twice, it seems. Grab some health again. I'm doing a terrible job here. Don't copy me. There we go. If you're unsure where the holes are, use Ice Wall and it will drop down the holes and show you. There's one there and I think there's another one here as well. So I did Ice Wall just to check. Yeah, it's right there. Save here to recover some health. When we're recovered, we can go through and face Ground Man. Remote mines are used here, as well as the energy saver, so you have more shots. He has a remote mine on him. When he jumps through the ceiling or the floor, he'll get hit. But if he does go in the ceiling, he'll slide out of the way when he gets directly above you. Can't damage him when he's in tank form, so we'll stick a mine on him for when he transforms back to a robot. And that's that. Gonna recover my health yet again. The best item. I think this is the last platforming section. There's some big jumps to worry about, but nothing too taxing. Last enemy here. And then we face Tengu Man. You can use your drill weapon here. And just spam it whenever he's in the sky. Tengu Man's definitely easier to beat on this game than he was in Mega Man 8. Mainly because he's so useless against this weapon. A few more shots. And we'll be finished. Boom. Get your health back, because you're about to face Dr. Wily. I recommend using the energy saver and the remote mines. So when he appears, see, the boss is pretty similar to that in Mega Man 8. You have to shoot the skull eye, the remote mine. Most of the attacks can be jump. That one you can slide underneath. Rockets you can jump over. Just try and kill them as fast as you possibly can with those mines. The more health you have here for the second part, the better. So remember, there's no E-tanks in this game. That's the first part of Dr. Wily done. Next for the capsule. You can use several weapons here. Most of the time you'll probably be using Mega Buster. It's like I started with copy vision here, trying to get a few shots off on the canopy. Copy vision can be good. Even though it doesn't do that much damage to the canopy, it does like attract some of the weapons, which can save your life. But yeah, you see I get a few hits off here. I'm still using the energy saver, so I can use more of my energy weapons before they run out of power. See it attract those mines. That was handy. That does make it a little bit more easy. I kept this strategy up for a little while by the looks of things. Getting a little bit more sketchy now, running out of health. Get some items from Eddie. Got some health there, that was useful. Again, there's no E-tanks, so you've got to be really careful. Lightning is a good weapon here as well because it lets you avoid all his energy attacks. Most of the time, if you time it right. We're also doing damage to Wily. Not a lot of damage to Wily, but at least you're avoiding the attacks and not taking damage yourself. Use up all my lightning power before moving on to another weapon. But Wily's also already looking quite weak, so this is good. So I got beat out for a little while here. It just gives you a shield. So using beat here, I could absorb more shots from Wily, stay alive longer, while also attacking him with my regular attack. Got low health, so I put this item on. This does more damage when you have low health. Since you can't charge a Mega Buster while you've got beat shield on, it was pretty useful, I think. But yeah, just whittling him down, trying to stay alive as long as possible. Very close now. Got one more hit. Got all my health back there. Probably didn't need to do that. I probably could have focused on Wily, but I was playing safe. He's nearly dead. He's got one pip left. I think we're good at this point. And there's the shot for the win. Wily is defeated. You can now sit back, relax, and watch the end credits. You've beaten MegaMan and Bass. Really good job if you made it this far. It's a really challenging game, but also, I really liked it. Graphics were good. It reminded me a lot of Mega Man 8, which I think was a Sega Saturn game, and PlayStation. Like, the graphics are very similar, just it didn't have the digital voices, but yeah, a really good Mega Man game. Not sure why it wasn't released in North America on the Super Nintendo. As I said, this was an English patched ROM based on the Japanese game, which I think is called Rockman and Forte. But yeah, well worth playing. It's also on the Game Boy Advance. Sprites are slightly larger on the Game Boy Advance, so it probably plays a little bit differently. But yeah, I was really happy I played the SNES version, and I'm really happy I beat it. Thanks for watching. I hope it was useful. For more playthroughs, please follow me on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Twitch, where I play retro games on most weeks. I'll leave you to enjoy the credits. Catch you later.